Hello, all my cruising and travel friends. It's Rob here from Cruising on the High Seas and Travel. In today's live stream, we are talking all about the hidden cruise perks. You are missing out on free rewards. Now, what are we talking about? Free rewards and the perks. Well, when you cruise, you do get to have some free rewards and perks as you cruise more often with that cruise line. No matter which cruise line it is, whether it be Royal Caribbean, um, Norwegian, Carnival, MSC, even Carnival gives you perks. But we are talking about that all, like I said, and of course, I'm Rob from Cruising on the High Seas and Travel. I'll be here hosting and bringing all this great information to you. And of course, if you like to share a cruise perk that you like to get or you're looking forward to, make sure you leave in that chat box right over here. And of course, if you're part of the team replay, make sure you leave in the comment section down below with a like, a subscribe, and a share. And of course, smash that like button while you're down there. But without delay, let's talk about the very first one that I came up with. And it says, did you know most cruise lines let you bring wine or soda on board for free? For free? You mean for free? Yes, for free. And have you ever used this perk? Now, for myself, the only thing I have brought on board with me was some sodas. And that was back in 23 and 24 when I was sailing on Carnival. But I know my buddy Justin has brought some wine on board with him for those two cruises. But unfortunately, in 23, they took the wine. They said it was a little too strong. Personally, I think they just wanted it. But you can bring it on board with you for free and bring it to your stateroom. But you have to carry it on. That is the catch. You need to carry it on with you. You can't put it into your checked luggage. That is the hidden perk. That is so important that you carry it on with you. But I do see that we have some people in the chat, so let's welcome them on in. And I see that we have Mr. Dewey Skis in the chat. Welcome on in. And he likes to often bring soda or flavored water in a luggage. Sometimes I even bring the little packs to add to water because I don't have a problem with tap water. I typically will bring the little packets that you would just mix it in with the water, the bottled water that you can just buy on board, just to give the water a little flavor. But that doesn't really count towards bringing a drink on board with you. And of course, when we talk about bringing the wine on board with you, that could be wine or champagne, up to 750 milliliters that you are allowed. But for sure, check with the cruise line what they if I'm having a tongue twister here, what their rules are for bringing alcoholic and non-alcoholic drinks on board. For sure, check what their rules are. And Dewey is also mentioning about, I have known plenty of people who snuck their own alcohol in shampoo bottles, etc. Yes, that is very risky and very dangerous. And I strongly recommend you do not do that. So whatever. Because if you get caught, you'll be in a lot of trouble. All right, so we are going to move on to our second point. Our second one is, what's the best hidden freebie you've ever, ever gotten on a cruise? Example, free room upgrades, extra OBC, complimentary gifts. What is it? Let us know. For me, I would probably say the best freebie gift is maybe like some extra OBC just for booking a cruise. Haven't really got no upgrade because there has never been like an issue with our room, or they never really upgrade us because of our status yet. And maybe maybe we got like a complimentary gift. Or maybe it wasn't complimentary because it came with the room status. But we got some strawberry chocolates in our room, maybe some cheese. Some interesting stuff. But for sure, I would probably go with the OBC just for booking. But that is probably the best. But I'm interested to hear, what is yours? And of course, you know where to leave it in that comment section right down below if you're watching this replay, or in this chat right on over here. But I'm interested to hear, what is yours? And Nightbot is chatting away, is promoting, please don't drink and drive. We want you to arrive alive and safe where you are going. Yes, sirree. And of course, he's also talking about Mr. Justin's 40th birthday to come join with us on April 3rd to the 10th of 2027 on Mariner of the Seas. To get yourself booked, email robwithcruisebrothers@gmail.com or call him at 409-401-1911 to join. And of course, Dewey's also talking about Lucy. I'm not a big drinker, so sneaking alcohol isn't a big deal for me. Did I miss Lucy coming in? I don't think I missed her coming in. Maybe you meant me. I don't know. Oh, not Lucy. Luckily. My eyes are playing games on me tonight, I guess. And I see Mr. Ryan PK has joined us in the chat. Welcome on in. And if you guys would like to come up and join me up here on the panel, just head on over to the link and click on it, and I'll bring you on up. And of course, Ryan's mentioned that he's watching from the RV doing medical treatment on Mel. Oh, I hope she's okay. She just slipped and fell on a wet RV step. Oh, I hope she's doing okay. And she's not very too injured. But I see I have Mr. Lugo down in the basement. Let's give me that big thumbs up if you're ready to rock and roll. Hello, Mr. Eddie Lugo Studios. How are you doing here tonight?
All right. Dude, you need a haircut.
Yeah, I'm holding off for about maybe 14 more days.
Okay.
I want to be like, fresh for the Booze Cruise 3.0.
All right, that sounds good.
So that's the goal, and then of course maybe a little trim around here,
Mm. All
maybe
right,
just
yeah.
and of course Mr. PK is saying hello to Mr. Eddie.
So Ryan, Dewey's here too. Oh, what's up?
Yep, Mr. Dewey Ski is here. So we're just going to backtrack on the first two, and we're going to get your intakes on it. The first one was talking about did you know that most cruise lines let you bring wine and champagne or soda on board for free? Have you ever used this perk?
No.
No, you like your watcher.
Yeah, I drink water and coffee. No wine or
Champagne?
sparkling anything. And soda, it's very hard for me to, very spontaneous. Has to be like something very greasy for me to have a soda. Like if I'm having like a pepperoni extra cheese sausage pizza, then I'll definitely have a pop. Maybe spaghetti meatballs, lasagna, something like that. Then I have a soda with it. But other than that, no, water and coffee. Like as you can tell right now.
I see, I see. And the second
I
one?
do know that Royal Caribbean and Carnival both let you bring soda 12 packs per person, one per person,
That's
and
correct.
you could bring your wine. And if you don't bring a corkscrew, they charge you $15 a pop. So lucky you.
Yep, yep. I was just reading that earlier today about Royal. And the second one was talking about what's the best hidden freebie you've ever gotten on a cruise. Examples: free room upgrade, extra OBC, or complimentary gifts.
Well, we never really got anything. We got a few gifts here and there with Norwegian. And then they finally sent Alice an email about upgrading our um, cabin in the Aqua, but um, it was like $300 for the week, and we said no. But it's finally the first time, so maybe in the future we'll be getting some more.
Like I've looked into the the bidding upgrades, but
Yeah.
I just have never really expedited on bidding for one because I'm really not there for the stateroom. I'm there for the rest of the ship and the itinerary. So I'm not really spending much time in the room. Unless it's going to be like a really special cruise where, like a transatlantic or something like that, I might consider it.
We've been we usually take a handicap stateroom inside. I
Mhm.
never been on a balcony, staying on a balcony. I've been to balconies and I've been to other cabins. And in the Viva, we're definitely going to see the solo cabins. Hopefully, uh, Uncle Dave will be able to bring us down. And I want to film it, or at least have Alice film it for her channel. But other than that, I have never cruised on anything else. But well, we did an ocean view back in, I believe, the Bliss, and that was about it. And like you, we spend most of our time outside.
Yeah,
We only use the cabin to come in and either take a quick nap, shower, change, and go right back out and spend the rest of the day outside.
yeah, and of
If we
course,
want to look at the ocean, we go up to the Lido and look all we want.
yeah, and of course, for that cruise where Uncle Dave's on, I was actually going to have the solo balcony. Not balconies, the solo stateroom. But
I mean, if
unfortunately,
they offer me a free upgrade, then I will definitely take it. But other than that, no, I don't have no. I mean, bed it's about the same. Space handicap rooms are pretty nice size, especially in the Prima class. I mean,
Hmm.
the one we had in the Prima, I mean, Cheryl was like, holy mama, it felt the size of a New York City apartment, you know? So,
Yeah, and of course, like I said, I was about to say, unfortunately, I chose to cancel off of the that cruise where
yeah,
you guys are sailing on the Viva.
yeah,
Just fortunate because I had a much better opportunity to
yeah.
cruise more days for maybe a slight more,
And I don't blame
and
you.
and I get to cruise with mother, so that was kind of a win-win for me there. But we're just going to dive over the chat very quickly, and I see that I had I placed marked. Here we are. Let me mark it so I can bring it back up. Mr. PK is saying here is a freebie most people don't know on most cruise lines, Carnival and Royal for sure. If you book a specialty dining on embarkation day, you get you generally can get a free bottle of red or white wine. So yes, in
Yeah,
most
I heard that before, but are you supposed to drink it there as you're, having
no,
your meal?
no,
Okay.
like you can drink some of it, but the rest of the bottle that you don't drink, you can bring it back with you to the stateroom. Because that's what happened with us on the Glory when I went to the steakhouse with Justin. All right, and and Ryan is also saying, actually, I know for a fact that on Carnival because I just got some, but I think Royal might have changed their policy to where you don't get it anymore on day one. So you may not get it on day one, but for sure Carnival. All right, and then we're gonna go over to point number 3. Did you do you check for past guests or loyalty programs perks before booking? Why or why not? So when you book your next upcoming cruise, do you typically look for past guests or loyalty programs to see if there's a sale on that you can take advantage of? For me, I typically do look, but when I typically do my booking, I'm already logged in, so it pops up automatically. So I don't really have to look for it. It just automatically applies it for me. So that's what I typically do. How about for you, Eddie?
Alice do all the booking, so I just go with the flow. Whatever she picks, I mean, whatever she gets, she does let me know if we got a nice deal or something, and then that's it.
Yeah, and
She,
I just want
yeah, whatever she decides to do, that's what we're doing. I usually don't know where we're going until everything is done.
I just want to backtrack to this one more time to make a point out of this one. If you do an upgrade for your cabin, if you are in a situation where you need the accessibility stateroom, it's probably not best to do it simply because the room that you'll get may not be accessibility for you. So
Cool.
that is something you do need to consider.
Yep.
So if that's a priority for you, it may not be the best option for you.
Definitely.
All right, number 4 we're going to talk about is talking about would you rather get a free onboard credit, free Wi-Fi minutes, or a free specialty dining experience? Eddie, I'll let you start with this one.
I will definitely go for the specialty dining, no matter which cruise line is. I think I will go with that. On board credit I should have already by the time we get in. Free Wi-Fi, I might have already the Wi-Fi, and I'm not gonna wait for a few minutes. I'd rather take the whole set. So if I'm gonna have Wi-Fi, I'm gonna definitely have it already. So definitely the specialty dining experience. I will definitely go for that.
Yeah. For me, it's a toss up between the specialty dining and the onboard credit. It all depends on how much onboard credit are we talking. And is it a fact of use it or lose it, or what you don't use you can take? But in most cases, it's probably use it or lose it. But
True.
I could probably take, if it's a good significant amount of credit, I could probably take it and then just apply it towards the specialty dining, and then it's a 2-for-1er.
Yeah.
But it all depends on how much credit we're talking. But if it's a little amount of credit, I'll probably just take the specialty dining because it would hold a higher value.
True.
But the question we want to ask all of you is, what would you guys pick? Would you rather the onboard credit, the Wi-Fi, or the specialty dining? Let us know in that comment section down below if you're on the part of the team replay, or in the chat if you're joining us here live. We're going to dive back over into the chat as it's starting to pile up once again. And let me make sure I'm not missing 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, and 10. Here we go. Okay. This is where I left off. I got a surprise upgrade to join a junior suite on a royal ship once and got very excited because it was an aft balcony until I got there. Oh, that's a very good surprise, Mr. Dewey. And then he goes on and said, it was just above one of the bars or dining areas, and all I saw when I looked out was the canvas rooftop, and it must been at least 40 yards to the back of the ship, so it wasn't much of a view. I don't think it would be much of a view. For me, I don't look for anything specific, but I take advantage of anything that I can find. Well, for sure you would, because every little savings or every little extra perk can definitely help. And of course, Nightbot is saying, if you're new to this channel, please consider giving us a thumbs up, subscribing, and setting the bell to all so you won't miss anything that we will big to you all. And then Dewey comes back and says, depend on the size of the OBC, but otherwise, specialty dining is the best deal usually, which here is in line with me. Depending upon how big that OBC is, it will probably line up with the specialty dining is your best bet. And then Ryan is coming up and saying, he's with me. Depending on the amount of credit, I might take the credit and then can apply it either to the Wi-Fi or specialty dining, or Even an excursion, yep. You could even apply it to an excursion. But all depends on how big we're talking. But it's not a huge credit equal to specialty dining. I'll get a better value of the dining. Typically, that's where you're going to definitely see it. And I do agree with you, Ryan. And we're going to mark it off here. And take that down. And we're going to go off to point number 5. Point number 5 is talking about how have you ever scored a free cabin upgrade? If not, what upgrade would you dream of getting? For me, I've never received a free upgrade, but if I did receive a free upgrade, I maybe wouldn't mind scoring maybe the Haven or some like big cabin. But then, like I've already mentioned, I'm not really there for the cabin. I'm there for the ship and the itinerary. So really, it wouldn't fees on me too much on the cabin, but I would maybe have a Haven maybe once for an upgrade. How about yourself, Eddie?
Like I said earlier, if it's a free upgrade, I'll definitely take it. And if it's Haven, oh, amen to them. I will definitely jump on it. Even if I'm just there to see the cabin, film it, view or no view, I don't really care because I like you. I do the same thing. Get out.
Mm-hmm.
I won't even eat in the cabin. You know, I like to be even. You know, I need to exercise. I need to get out and move my body around. So, and Alice makes sure that I do. So yeah, no matter what. So we'll be out running around doing something.
For sure, for sure.
Yes. Oh, sure.
Yes, for surely. And of course, in 21 days, we will be setting sail on the Booze Cruise 3.0. So there's still time to book. If you would like to join the Booze Cruise 3.0 out of Tampa, and we're going to play that promo right now. So here you guys go.
The Booze Cruise 3.0, hosted by Rob from Cruising on the High Seas and Travel. Ports of call: Costa Maya, Mexico; Roatan, Honduras; Belize City, Belize; Cozumel, Mexico; out of Tampa, Florida; Costa Maya, Mexico; Roatan, Honduras; Belize City, Belize; Cozumel, Mexico. Aboard the Grandeur of the Seas out of Tampa, Florida. Sailing October 25 to November 1, 2025. Book today for this amazing sailing with any travel agent.
And yes, that is the Booze Cruise 3.0 sailing on Grandeur of the Seas out of Tampa, Florida in 21 days exact.
Wow.
So if you are still interested, it's not too late. There are still cabins available. Very limited, but we can still get you on board. So book with any travel agent, myself, whoever you would like, and let's get you on board. Enjoy this fantastic group cruise that we got going. And we're going to dive back into the chat for a quick second. Mr. Ryan is saying never a free one, but a reduced rate upgrade once in 30 cruises. LOL. Ocean view to a balcony for $100.
I will, yeah.
To me, that's pretty much. Even though you had to put out $100, that's pretty much like a free upgrade.
Yeah, that would make
Because
sense.
it would for sure cost you more than $100 just to do that kind of an upgrade.
Yeah, if the upgrade that I was offered to Alice would have been $100, I think we would have taken it. But $300, I'm like, no.
Yep, and Mama Najuma Brown has entered the building.
Oh, Najuma.
All right. Let's go down to talking about number 6. It's talking about loyalty programs. Hidden rewards. Many cruisers don't realize early status perks kick in fast. Free laundry, priority boarding, cocktail parties. And that may actually do kick in pretty fast. Typically, all you need to do is sail one sailing with that cruise line, and you are already going to receive some type of perk on your upcoming cruise with them. So, for example, on Royal, after I think it's 30 cruises, I mean, not 30 cruises, 30 nights, you're already getting a free, a cocktail party or priority boarding. All those stuff add in very, very quick. For me, I'm already receiving discounts on shore excursions and reduced rates on Wi-Fi and all that fun jazz with Norwegian Cruise Lines. But Eddie, what's your intake on all this stuff?
We are doing pretty good in Norwegian. I believe that I now I could match with the MSC. We haven't been there to the free laundry and all that other stuff. Cocktail parties, we don't really care. We don't drink, so it doesn't really matter. The priority boarding, since I'm handicapped, I get priority boarding. I mean, not like the best moves, but if I'm in a wheelchair and I'm waiting, like when it happened with the bloggers, I was ready. And then the Haven people were brought in, and then right after the Haven, we went in, and I was the first in line, so I got pushed in right away. So, and sometimes, when we did Royal in January, I have to wait for a wheelchair, so it took a while for somebody to come get me and bring me in. So it doesn't really matter when that happens. So I get kind of lucky when it comes to stuff like that. The same thing disembarking. I have to wait for a wheelchair also. And sometimes I got to go to a different area of the ship and wait there until somebody's available because it's a first come first serve. Some of the pre stuff we get on the side, like we didn't know that it depends on what ship we're in, and sometimes the upgrade shows up in the cabin, you know. And like I say, I'm not too much aware of that stuff. Alice is more paying attention to it. I just go with the flow. So we're doing pretty good with Norwegian since it's the one that we have cruised the most. Carnival, we only done 2 cruises so far together. All that loyalty that I had back in the 80s and 90s, I believe that in 2005 or 6, they did a revamp of the computers. And all that stuff that I had, mileage that I have of 33 cruises or more, gone. So It's one of those deals. So we just go with the flow.
Yeah, like I'm waiting till next October to rack up my matching with MSC,
Hmm.
because then I'm inches from the next level on MSC, so
Yes.
I might as well hold off till I have that so I can dream it.
Yeah.
But I can pretty much almost match anytime I want with MSC. I'm
I
just hoping.
know the Viva coming up next year. We're gonna move up in on level because I was hoping the Aqua this year that we're doing in about a month. I was hoping to upgrade, but no, there's not enough points for it. So I was hoping to do it because in June we're taking our first MSC cruise. So I was hoping to match the same, so it won't be a higher level. So it won't be. So we're silver right now. I think it's silver in Norwegian right now. So that's pretty good. So we don't really not much for the perks and other stuff. We enjoy the cruise line, that cruise line in particular, and we just like because the places they go and the ships.
Hmm. Yeah. So that's when I plan to do my matchup, and then we'll see where it goes. But yeah, even with Norwegian after, I think even on your silver, I think maybe it might be gold. You are invited to their cocktail party. I've been to I think about twice. It's okay, but if I miss it, I miss it. It's not end of the world, so it's not a big deal to me.
Yeah. Okay.
The seventh point I came up here with is booking hacks. Travel advisors like me often have access to exclusive perks, group rates, free drink packages, or extra OBCs. So it's always best to be booking with a travel agent like myself to see what rates can we get you, and can we actually get you more for your buck. And I know Eddie tends to book with a travel agent when he does his, or he has.
I don't appeal if it's a group cruise. We will book with a travel agent. Otherwise, it's just Alice does all the bookings. The MSC I did by on my own. My first time ever trying to do one, and I did by myself. But everything else, Alice takes care of it. And when we did the again the bloggers, it was a group cruise that we have to go through a travel agent. So we did that. The 2.0, it was my own group cruise. Everybody booked through Bruce on that one. And now the 4.0, everybody books on their own. If they want to book by themselves or with a travel agent, whoever they want, that's the way it goes. But I try to stay away from a travel agent, even though, like you said, they have a different knowledge of different stuff. So we always work it out. Alice is always keeping an eye on discounts and stuff like that. And she as soon as she sees something, or if I see something, I send it to her, and she automatically calls the Norwegian travel agent and talks to them and to get the discounts and stuff. So it kind of works out.
Yeah, kind of works out, but it can work out on either side. But like I say, it always works best with working with a travel agent, because
Yeah, yeah,
they can get you all those extra perk stuff that you may not even be able to find on your own. But at the end of the day, book the way how you want to book.
true, 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 true.
And just so everybody knows, travel agents don't upcharge, and if they charge you for their service, run the opposite direction.
There's a problem there.
There's a problem there, because the travel agents get paid by the cruise line.
Yep.
So what you see online, it should be the exact same price as what the travel agent is selling to you, if not a better price through the travel agent. If they're charging you more, there's a problem.
See,
Number 8 is saying referrals and shareholders benefit. Some cruise lines give rewards for bringing friends or owning company stocks like Carnival, Royal, and Norwegian. So what that is saying there is if you have, say, stocks, say with Carnival, Royal, or Norwegian, if you hold so many shares, you will typically will be able to claim in some extra OBC or whatever they offer for you. So that is a great perk that you can have if you are into buying stocks. Eddie?
I don't have any, so
And,
I don't have any thoughts at all, or planning to get any, or whatever the deal. I know you get some OBC and stuff like that, but even back in the pandemic days when things were low and everybody was going crazy about it, I'm like, nope, did not touch it.
because yes,
Do
you
I
can buy,
regret it? No.
yes, you can buy when it's all low, and then sell when it's all high, but then you're also going to have to paying those taxes on when you sell.
Yep.
So how much are you really going to be benefiting out of it on the end? But look into the cruise line stocks if that's what you're into, and see what they're going to offer you after having so many shares, if it's beneficial to you or not. Number 9, port day secrets. Free shuttle, cultural experience, or even crew trips on where to eat/drink without spending a dime.
Yeah, I think the drivers sometimes they help you out, but sometimes you got to be careful too because they will take you to a place where they know they might get a commission out of it. So, but in other words, you're stuck there in their shuttle anyway, so you're gonna be taken there no matter what. It's up to you if you want to eat or not. Maybe it could be something next door that you want to go to, or skip it at all, or or find out first where you want to go, and then the driver says, "Yeah, I'll take you there," and then that's a good deal. That means the driver doesn't have any connections with a business. But like in Mexico and um, um, I think it's Costamaya in Cozumel also. They usually take you in a taxi car. They take you to the places they know because that's how they get a tip from the restaurant for you to freaking them there. So
Yeah, because that's the little kickback.
yeah, I mean, do you blame them? No. Yes.
Nope, I don't blame them one bit because at the end of the day, we're all trying to make money.
Yeah.
But always do your research and go to places that you feel comfortable with going to.
Hmm.
For me, when it comes down to transportations, I always like to prearrange everything and kind of know straight up front what it's going to cost. So there's no hidden surprises at all. And finally, the 10th one is timing is everything. Booking during a promo, Black Friday wave season can add free gratuities, excursions, or Wi-Fi.
Yep. Could be a
Um,
good deal.
you can get amazing deals when you book at the right time, but the best thing is when you book, say, a cruise, is when you book at, say, $5,000. If the cruise goes above $5,000, you're still paying $5,000.
Yep.
If the cruise goes below the $5,000 mark, you can call into your travel agent like myself or the cruise line, we can verify that promo deal does apply to you. And if it does, we can, excuse me, we can price your booking and bring you down to that new rate. And I can't speak for all travel agents, but for myself, if you find a much lower rate and it does apply to you, I'll be more than glad to get you that rate, even though it does cut into the commission. I have no problem, because the way I look at it is
future business.
If I get you a lower rate with the money that you save, that can potentially be extra money that you could spend on board or on excursion or whatever, or even better yet, you could even decide to flip it back over and book another cruise and do it with me.
There you go.
Is, like Eddie said, future business.
Mm-hmm.
So it's taking care of your clients. So I have zero issue with getting that rate for you if I can apply it for you. And I see that the cruise tubers have joined on in. Welcome on in. Hope you guys are enjoying the live stream.
Cool name.
Yeah, it's a cool name. I will have to check you guys on out. Let me just write your channel name down. But Cruise Tubers.
Rob, I'm going to be leaving you in a few minutes. Okay.
Yeah, I'm almost about to wrap up soon. If I can find a pen that works. The Cruise
Tubers.
Tubers. All right, I will check you guys out later on. And of course, if you guys are creators, don't forget to don't forget to put in hashtag creator, and Nightbot will be glad to drop your link.
Yep.
And that is the end of my 10 points that I have for the evening. So are there any other perks or secret hidden rewards that you guys think that we did not cover here tonight? Let us know in the chat. Or if you're part of the team replay, leave it in the comment section down below with a smash of that like button, subscribe, and share. And we will for sure cover that topic maybe on an upcoming live stream like our open mic night. That's happening in 2 weeks' time, just before I leave on the Booze Cruise 3.0, which Nightbot is now talking about, out of Tampa Bay, Florida, from October 25th to November 1st on Grandeur of the Seas.
Amen to that. Yeah.
If you need assistance booking, this is a great travel agent you can get booked with, which is myself, Rob, with Cruise Brothers at gmail.com.
Right. Thank you, Rob, for the invite. Everybody have a great night. I got to go to have a live myself at 9 p.m. Eastern. So see you guys in a bit.
Yeah.
Hi, Rob. Thanks, man. All right.
Thank you for coming out, Eddie.
See you.
Yeah. Thank you so much for the like, the Cruise Tubers. But I am also just about to sign on off, and I will probably be in the background watching Mr. Eddie Lugo Studios for his go live, not go live, the Unusual Suspects, which I will grab the link for that quickly for you guys. So just give me a quick moment and I will pull up that link for you. Mr. Eddie Lugo Studios. And There he is. And lives. And let's see if I can find here. Here it is. Share link. Copy. And we are going to paste it right on over here. So here's the paste. There you guys go. The next upcoming live in less than 10 minutes. So I'm going to let you guys go a little early tonight. And get yourself situated what you need to grab before the unusual suspects come on in less than 10 minutes. So thank you all for coming on out here tonight. And I hope to see you guys all in the future live stream or even on board a cruise or wherever the travels are going to take us. So once again, I'm Rob from Cruising on the High Seas and Travel. And until next time, I'll see you all on the high seas or wherever travels may take us. Until then, bye for now.